and you made some very important points in your lecture, and I think probably we'll open the floor to discussion. We'll take, say, 3 questions first. Be brief, identify yourself, and 1 question per person, okay? So 3 questions per person.
And then go with a good feeling. I have started a cooperative with multiracial participation. Now, I'm a Muslim, reverted actually from a Hindu background and studied in an English Catholic school. Now, I would like your view. I am trying to impose one part of Islam, that is Sharia, into the banking system. You know the thing of riba and everything? And my understanding is, of course, very low because I'm still studying. And I've also taken up another proposal for the state to bring up something in the northwest region, which is called Teluk Bahang. There has been a disparity in Penang. One is the Georgetown, there is some activity. There's a straight ski, another activity. But Teluk Bahang is dead. Now I am asking you, can I start from the first beginning, which you said, make a change in a small way, aggressively in a small way, but making a point. Thank you, brother.
The president, or you should distinguish or separate between the religious authority and the political one. So where's the problem? For example, like the example in Egypt, like Dr. Morsi, the religious one, and now he's the president. Is there a problem in this case?
Yeah, I'm going back to history since 1905. Malaysian GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, has moved from actual GMT 6 hours 46 minutes 48 seconds to 8 hours plus. That is 1 hour 30 minutes 12 seconds move.
Can you speak in the mic?
Okay.
In the mic.
Okay. Malaysian GMT have moved 1 hour 30 minutes 12 seconds ahead of the GMT. In my opinion, when the time of GMT is moved, it has caused a lot of stress in the life of Malaysians. And at the same time, this stress has caused a lot of damage towards spiritual and also assets. Because according to British Summertime Research, Wikipedia, they have a trial period of 3 years. But after moving the GMT for 1 hour for a year, they found out that this has caused a lot of spiritual damage. Therefore, they have reverted back.
It might be, I don't know, I have no study about this. I am not going to speak like this out of nothing. I need to get, I don't see the connection between changing GMT and spiritual things, but I know that in fact it was done for economic reasons, of course, because the way we deal with electricity, the way we deal with daylight, it's a way to make the people use less electricity and energy during the day. Still, I think that it might not be a priority. You can still keep your spirituality 1 hour before, 1 hour later. Even though there are things that are quite interesting sometimes, is that some countries are playing with hours depending on the time. For example, in Morocco, it's quite interesting, they are changing time. And just before Ramadan, they are changing time again to make it less long during the day. You gain 1 hour in fasting. So it might be spiritual concerns and economic concerns. Now, what you were saying, and thank you for asking this question about, you got it right when you understood what I was saying, is that to be committed in the banking system, for example, which is, think about introducing or thinking about the principles of the Sharia reference in economy, which has to do with three things mainly: to avoid interests, to avoid usury, and to avoid speculation. Now many people have worked on this, and some are calling it Islamic finance or Islamic banking. For example, we have a center now in Qatar that I'm directing, which is Islamic legislation and ethics. We want to work on this, to set some of the principles that also are should be effective, not by using old means and changing the words, but to try to think about how do we deal with this. But I think that what we can do is first to study what has already been done in this, because lots of things have been done in this field. Things are effective, things are to be criticized because sometimes it's superficial. But if you enter and you come to Islam, it's interesting to look at what was done. Now, you are speaking about disparity in the state between some areas where there is development and others that are completely lost. And I think it's fair as a citizen, as someone who is living in the state, within this regional state, to be constructively critical. I'm always saying, be loyal to your country, and loyal to your country means critically loyal, constructively loyal, that you show that you and your criticisms are for the better of the society, not only being, it's useless to be against. It's only against and against and against. Counter power is good if you are proposing things. So, for example, the state policy and to ask for more justice between the regions within, to ask for more dignity, all this is good. All this is the good contribution. And sometimes, yes, some politicians at the local level are more concerned with helping some areas because people are voting more. They are more concerned about elections than they are concerned about social justice. And as citizens, it's good to remind them that it's good you might be elected by focusing on some people, but you are not just and fair in the way you deal with all the citizens within the region. This is a contribution to be made, I would accept. What you were saying about be careful, because if we are strictly following what I'm saying that what we want, if someone has to lead the country, is specific qualification. This is what I said. Competence in this field, integrity as to the ethics, and accountability. He will be judged by the people who elected him. Now, if someone has a religious background, and he is trained in religion, and he comes and he has quality, the three qualifications, and he knows what he's talking about. Or she knows. I don't have a problem with this. And when you are talking about Muhammad Morsi is not a religious leader. He's not coming from an Azhar. He is an engineer, and he was trained in the state. I don't have a problem if he has the competence. Now, I have the right as a citizen, as any Egyptian citizens in there, to be critical and to ask him or to question the policy of the political party he's leading and his position as president. This is the way we are constructively critical. So I'm not saying that if you have the religious training and at the same time the political competence,